All right, so we're going to be doing adding and subtracting real numbers, okay? We're going to do some problems. We'll probably use the calculator to check for understanding or how to use the calculator as we go. All right, let's try this. -5 plus a -8, okay? What's the answer? So here the signs are the same, we add, okay? Another way is a positive times a negative is a negative, so I like to rewrite it. -5, -8. What does that equal to? Again, if the signs are the same, you add and keep the sign. So 5 plus 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then don't forget the sign. Okay, let's do this on a calculator. So this is a negative, so the negative's right here. -5 plus parentheses, -8, close parentheses, you get -13. Or -5, take away 8, enter, gives you -13. Okay, let's try another one. 2 take away -8. Okay, so two negatives make a positive, so that's 2 plus 8, okay? And that gives you 10. All right, let's see. 2, and then this is a subtraction, parentheses, -8, close, enter, 10, or 2 plus 8, 2 plus 8, enter. Remember that the calculator is for checking for understanding, and there's different ways of entering the information in the calculator. Let's do another one. Let's do 11 plus -4, right? Equals. Here, a positive times a negative gives you a -4. And this is 11 take away 4. How do you do 11 take away 4, right? One way is we have 10 fingers. Most of us do. And it says 11, so there's an extra one right here. So what I'll do is I will get rid of this one, right? This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gives you 7. If the signs are different, you keep the sign of the larger number, okay? Another way you can do it also is you have 4 and count up to 11. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 gives me a 7. Okay, so 11 plus parentheses, -4, and you have to use this negative, close parentheses, gives you 7, or 11 take away 7 equals, oops, did I do, no, 11 take away 4, sorry about that, enter, 7. Okay, let's try another one. How about -10 take away 10 equals, well, if the signs are the same, you keep the sign and you add the numbers, right? -10 take away 10, enter, gives you -20. How about -10 plus 10 equals? If the signs are different, subtract. So that's basically 10 take away 10. You can see that this 10 kind of like moved over, and this 10 moved over here, and that gives you 0. So -10 plus 10 gives you 0, or 10 take away 10 equals. Remember, this is a negative sign. This one, that one, that one, this one, these are all negative signs. And they're meant to be there to help you. Okay, how about this? -0.50 or -0.50 take away 5 equals. Well, if the signs are the same, you add. So that's easy. Think of this as $5.50, $5.50. And the signs are the same, keep the sign. So this one, again, this is a negative right here, negative. And then you don't need to put the 0 in there, but if you want to, you can. 0.5. Okay, and you can put the 0 here if you like. Take away 5. Enter. Negative 5.5. There's a 0 here. You don't need to put the 0 there. Okay, so let's do some more. Let's do something like negative 10 plus 23, but we're going to do it a little bit different. Let's say 23 take away 10. Let's put it vertically. So here, we could drop down. We're going to subtract. 3 take away 0 is going to be 3. And 2 take away 1 is 1. The signs are different. Take the sign of the larger number. Okay. Technically, that's not the right way of saying it, but it works. Negative 10 plus 23 equals 13. Now, what about fractions? Oh, no. Let's say we had negative 1 over 5 plus 10 over 3. Okay? So here, this is a very unconventional way. We can do it this way. 1 times 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Don't worry about the signs. 5 times 10, 50. Divided by 5 times 3 is 15. There's a sign over here on the left. There's a sign here on the right. Okay? Negative 30 plus 50. That's going to be what? 47, right? Because if we take away 3 from 50, right, it's going to give you 47. And then the sign here, if the signs are different, you subtract and you keep the sign of the larger number, so it's a plus, and here's 15. And this will not reduce, okay? Now, if you look over here, if we say negative 1 divided by 5, right, plus 10 divided by 3 gives you 3.133. And if you look over here somewhere, let's see. I think it's under math. It says fraction. See that? Enter. Take the answer and create it as a fraction. 47 over 15, which is the answer that we have here. Okay. Traditionally, right, 1 over 5 plus 10 over 3. What we can do is we can do 1 over 5, 10 over 3, right? It's a subtraction, so I'm going to put the subtraction there. And then we can say, what's the common denominator here? 15. Because if you write 5, 10, 15, 20, multiples of 5, then 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, you can see 15 is the one that's common, right? 1, 2, 3, this is multiplied by 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is multiplied by 5. So 3 times 5 is 15, multiplied by 5 is 50. Here, multiplied by 3 is 15, multiplied by 3 is 3. And as you can see, hold on here, we're gonna, as you can see, 3 over 15, 3 over 15, and this is a negative, 50 over 50, 50 over 15. Then, now we can do subtract 3, right? Subtract 3, and then plus 50 over 15 gives you, right, 47 over 15. Okay. Another one, just to try it out. let's say 3 over 4 plus half, right? So here we go 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 1 is 4, divided by 4 times 2 is 8. There's a plus and there's a plus, right? That's going to give you 10 over 8. And then you can reduce. 2 goes into 10, 5 times. 2 goes into 8, 4 times. 5 over 4. So let's see. 3 divided by 4. And then plus, I don't think you need parentheses anywhere, but half. It's pretty smart enough. 1.25. We go with math, and then frac. Change that answer to a fraction. Gives you 5 over 4. Okay. Now let's do a little more. Let's do something like negative 20 minus 10, let's say. Again, 2 negatives make a positive, plus 10. Negative 20 plus 10 is you subtract, right? But you keep the sign of the larger number. 20 take away 10 is 10. Don't forget the sign. And so negative 20 take away parentheses, negative 10, close parentheses, gives you negative 10. And that should give you a sense. I guess we can do something like 4.3 take away 5.8, right? That's a little bit harder. Let's try that. 5.8, 4.3. We're going to subtract. So we know that 5.8 is larger than 4.3. And if you don't know that, think of it as money, right? $5.80 is bigger than $5.30. Of course, they might not talk about money. They might talk about the number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 4, here's 5. And you can see that 5 is bigger than 4. Thus, 5.8 is bigger. And because they have the bigger of the two signs, you keep the sign of that. So in the end, it's going to be negative whatever. Here, we want to put the bigger number on the top, the bottom number, the small one. 8 take away 3 is 5. 5 take away 4 is 1. Don't forget the period, right? The dot here, the decimal, it has to be aligned. So let's see. 4.3 take away 5.8, enter. And then don't forget the sign, of course. Negative 1.5, because this is bigger. Now, some of it is a little bit unconventional, but it's definitely worth it. If the signs were different, negative 4.3 plus 5.8, it still would give you negative 1. It wouldn't give you negative 1.5. It would give you 1.5. Let's see. Negative 4.3 plus 5.8 is 1.5. You still subtract, but you keep the sign of the larger number. How about one more? Let's do it over here. Let's say it's 5.9, or let's say negative 5.9 plus 6.3, right? 6.3 is the larger number compared to 5.9, so we're going to keep a plus sign, but we're going to subtract because the signs are different. So 6.3 take away 5.9, okay? All right, so here, 3 take away 9, we can't. We got to borrow, so that's a 5. And this becomes a 13. Again, I have 10 fingers here. Let's pretend I got 3 over here. So I drop these 3, and then count to 9. 3, I drop 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is 4. Right? Same thing. You have 9, count to 13. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, which is 4. Some people like doing it that way. 5 take away 5 is 0. So 0.4. Let's see. 5.9, but you need the subtraction. So it's not the subtraction, the negative. Negative 5.9. And then we add 6.3, enter. And then we got 0.4. Remember, this is a bigger number, and we have the positive sign. Okay, that should give you an idea how to do adding and subtracting of real numbers. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, show it to your friends, show it to your teacher. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.